Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one lined up for you this morning. Listen to some of these headlines. SEC versus Ripple. SEC wins one. We're going to explain it. Ripple executive calls for a crypto boom. Watch out now. DeFi news. We got the latest for you. It involves Flare. Some information there. We're going to talk about the tax implication that everybody wants to know about. We're going to get to that. And Brad Garlinghouse comments that sums up where everything is with the case and crypto and the progression of the technology. Let's just go ahead and roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove and everything that we're talking about here today. Let's go ahead and get started. $1.725 trillion for the cryptocurrency market cap. We're up another 2%. That is probably close to $100 billion finding its way back to the space. We were at 1.6 plus yesterday morning. So this is exciting for me to see this money begin to return, and look at the market this morning as well. We're starting to see the effects of that money coming back into market. Look, we got a lot more green today than we had. Now, careful what we call progress, right? We're up 2.66% with XRP on the 7-day and 1.09% on the 24-hour. We're sitting at 88 cents at the number 7 spot, courtesy of the dereliction of duty by the SEC. Bitcoin is working its way, working my way back to you, babe. Yeah, with the burning love inside. 21.85% on the 7-day. Bitcoin is up, and 1.57% on the 24-hour. It is sitting right now at 39,989 and 44 cents. So that's getting close to getting back over that 40,000 mark, and you know that's going to mean good things for the crypto space, because whether you like it or not, Bitcoin is dominating the space in this young market to this point. Looking right here, Ethereum, $2,582.66. It's up 3.73 on the 24-hour, 3.63 on the 7-day. Let's look at the range of XRP right now. 86 cents is the bottom range, and we are ranging as high as 92 cents. Let's keep an eye on it. This is one of those windows of opportunity, right? The technical analysts have prepared us and told us nothing has changed. And this has really reached a point where we're going to either consolidate and maybe roll over, find lower support, or maybe XRP begins that climb that they've all told us to watch out for. So this is head on a swivel moment. I do want to let all of you know that if you're not doing it and you're on Facebook, we have now launched a Facebook page for Digital Perspectives News. Here it is right here. Please go like and subscribe or follow, whatever that is on there. I'm not on Facebook anymore, but I think it's follow or like, follow and like. We got our entire video catalog is being uploaded right now by an admin assistant, and it is going to be a great place. We are going to do some exclusive stuff there on that page, okay? We will be doing some lives on the Facebook page. So I think 5,000 follows will be a good place for us to kick off a full-on live like we've done in the past, and that is going to be a great platform for us. I can really feel it, so make sure you follow us on Facebook. All right, here we go. And shout out to Mrs. Backup, who is heading up that page for us there. So Dan Moorhead from Pantera Capital says investors who sell on China's bans usually end up bummed. He gives some percentages on returns since China banned certain disruptive techs like Twitter in 2009, 4,449% gains, Facebook at 14,000 plus, Google at 732%. You get the idea that he's saying, and now they're banning Bitcoin. That's probably going to have huge gains, and they're going to miss out on that too. I get it. I totally get it. You know, like anything else, I wish I had 1,000 or 10,000 Bitcoin, but I don't. But I hold some Bitcoin, not as much as I'd like to have, but I do believe there are some regulatory issues that are in front of it, right? Whether it's a carbon footprint tax to deal with the proof of work. We already know Chris Larson has made a massive call to action to switch Bitcoin from proof of work to proof of stake, which I believe would take Bitcoin in an absolute without a doubt, security designation. But to me, I also believe Gary Gensler, from words I've studied over him over the past several years, I believe he sees the majority of this crypto space as digital asset securities. Not all of it, but the majority of it. So we'll see how that plays out. We're going to talk about the court case in just 1 second. What I want to talk about right now is some interesting decentralized finance news and something I covered yesterday that you never know the power of this show because the people saw me cover it and then I got a chance to talk to them. We'll get to that in a second. But right here, this is from Crypto Dash. Oh boy, Peter Schiffy tags. Aurora from Trustline's crypto collateralized stablecoin trustlessly issued by the Flare networks on the XRP ledger pegged to gold. You go into this and Flare Shark asked a question of Trustline. Is this true? And is the Trustline creator of Aurora, a decentralized stablecoin on the XRP ledger, is thinking of pegging Aurora to gold instead of USD? What do you think? A decentralized stablecoin pegged to gold? Trustline says it's a proposal. Nothing is decided yet. Well, how about that one? So we can't confirm nor deny, but we are considering it. We can tell you that much. Look, I told you before, and I say it all the time on the channel, decentralized finance is going to be massive. And there is a lot of volatility in this young emerging market because of it. We'll get to that in a second. But here is Zenfin, and they are announcing to be a part of the Flare Finance platform, which is pleased to announce our partnership with Zenfin Official. Additionally, Zenfin has pledged 5 million XDC to APY Cloud for governance staking. How about that? Now, if you'd like retweet and comment and follow, you'd have a chance to win one of 5 $100 prizes in XRP. How about that one? Now, because I covered decentralized finance, and you guys know that I'm a big fan of it and where it's going to take this space, moving from a debt-based system to an asset-backed system, I talked about that company Volatility Protocol, and I covered them yesterday and showed you guys they were doing an IDO. Now, I'm not being paid by them or anything like that, but I just happened to cover it. Well, you never know who's watching the show. I actually got a chance to sit down with these guys, and here they are. Look at this. I'm going to play you a quick clip and let them tell you what they do, because what they do is use volatility metrics that Chris down here in the bottom has really put together, but not from a formula from the conventional markets, using the information and data collected in this market with these projects and tokens. And it will be able to be used across many different protocols and networks. So listen to this from Wade right here. What Volatility Protocol is.
Yeah, so Volatility Protocol, we are basically a type of data provider that you can think of in the DeFi space as like a Lego. So we create volatility feeds of different crypto assets or utility tokens, and then other protocols can take those in to do really cool things with them. Everything from, assess which way the market, how much movement it's going to have in the next 14 days to, possibly creating some sort of hedge for their utility token. So all sorts of things to things that we haven't even thought of. That's kind of the beauty of DeFi, is that teams can put these Legos together to build whatever they want.
And that is exactly right. And shout out to these guys, Volatility Protocol, for stopping by the show. But what it really points to me is as this market builds out, you're going to have the need where certainly the institutional side on the back end is going to say, hey, you got volatility metric that I can use to hedge what I'm doing in this DeFi space? Yeah, I think this is going to be good. So shout out to those guys for stopping by. That meant a lot to me to be able to have a chance to sit down and talk with them. You can follow them, obviously, at DeFi Volatility on Twitter or volatility.com and check out everything they're doing and the IDO if you're interested. All right, this is James Rule, XRP. The adoption of cryptocurrencies by financial institutions and payment providers is set to ignite a state of hypergrowth for digital payments globally. This is what I just got done talking about. This is why Volatility Protocol exists. right? So the adoption of cryptocurrencies by financial institutions and payment providers is set to ignite the state of hyper growth for digital payments globally. Well, that is right. That's Pat Thielen from Vice President of Global Management at Ripple. And if you go down into this, I mean, I don't need to read it to you because you get the gist of it. And the fact is, he's very bullish. He believes that crypto-enabled payments are among a number of key trends that are set to define the crypto payment space in the next few years. The FinTech Times sits down with Pat to discuss crypto-enabled payments in the future of payments industry. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And it's bullish, extremely bullish. You can read it on my Twitter, but let's keep moving. We got a lot to cover. And this is the latest information from James K. Filan. And shout out to you, man. I mean, you are amazing, as is Jeremy Hogan and XRP attorney CEO and John Deaton. I mean, having you guys in this space is really just a blessing. So, XRP community, SEC news versus Ripple. XRP Ripple files a reply in further support of its motion to compel the SEC to turn over internal Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP documents, FinHub emails, and OEIA documents, for which they have not done and still refuse to do. Well, if that doesn't get under your skin, first of all, let's hear from Jeremy Hogan here, who brings us back down and says, again, the SEC's decision to sue Garlinghouse and Larson bites them in the butt. And yes, that's a legal term. Ripple wants the SEC's own trading guidelines, and I would bet they do not say don't trade XRP. Without the individual defendants, those documents are probably not relevant. This is in response to the posting that James K. Filan shared and him chiming in and trying to give us all perspective on that. So now this is the big win that SEC got right here. And shout out to James K. Filan again. All three letter motions granted by Judge Netburn on today's case docket are available in our document library. Look at this. They extended the deadline for discovery for the pathetic people at the SEC. They've had 2.5 years to investigate this case. Now, listen, I say this to you, 12 years short of a law degree. But what I can tell you is when you have a federal market regulator that has 2.5 years to investigate, and their latest little stunt before this extension that was asked for was, we are making a motion to compel for us to have you as a judge breach the attorney-client privilege between Ripple and their lawyers to help make the SEC's case. That was denied. Woo! And I have to say, Sarah Judge Netburn and Judge Torres must be like the nicest people on earth. After 2.5 years of an investigation, you got to give them another 60 days? And this is on the heels of them asking for you to allow them to have Ripple's attorney-client privilege breached so it can make their case. I mean, look, Jorge Tenrero from the SEC literally pleaded with her that if you allow us, and I'm paraphrasing, if you allow us to see inside of their communications legally with the legal opinions of the lawyers they sought out at the time, we could make our case and prove to you that they knew XRP was a security. Well, isn't that interesting? And now we see motion granted. Oh, yeah, this pisses me off. Or, to extend discovery. What for? Isn't it obvious as a judge? I mean, you sit as a judge. You obviously know you don't have much of a case if you're compelling me to, breach an attorney-client privilege from the person you're trying to sue. And are you going to give them another 60 days for this circus? Oh, as far as I'm concerned, the world is indeed a stage. Order granted for that. Order 213 is also granted motion discovery. The court will issue individual dependents letter of rogatory. The court will contact the parties directly with information about how to retrieve the signed and sealed letters. And Order 240, motion discovery, and it's just more instruction right here, right? So that's where we're at on this day. I see, I see the court leaning in and being favorable in this moment to the SEC when they really should be reprimanding them for the backlog of cases that need to be heard and settled. They should be reprimanding the SEC for bringing such a sloppy case to the fore. Well, we'll see how this goes. At any rate, I'm off my soapbox. Here we go. I think this sums it up nicely here. This is a clip of Brad Garlinghouse from Real XRP Boy, who's a Hall of Famer in this space, and certainly here on this channel. And if you're not following him, I would. This is a quick clip that I think just sums up where we are, and regardless of the SEC case and everything that's happening, here's the macro version of what the problem is.
It's played out over 20 plus years, and I think that's likely to happen here as well. But I think we all have to start from the same viewpoint. And from my point of view, the U.S. is effectively an all-out technology and economic Cold War with China. And, I think that's likely to get worse, not better. And I think if we don't recognize how, the position we're in today, it's kind of that old adage, if you don't understand the problem you have, you can't fix it. I think the SEC's inaction is helping China succeed. It's played out.
And that's exactly right. The longer you drag your feet here and you let the SEC continually bring the dog ate my homework in front of the court and get this thing to a resolution, summary judgment, and or settlement, the bigger the mess gets on the macro level. That's the point. And that's where we are on this morning. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, leave a comment below, share with somebody you know. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have tax implication news for the Spark token. That's right. I sat down with the one and only Clinton Donnelly. I will be releasing a video. It's about 25 minutes or so with him, and he's going to talk about that entire situation and whether or not the tax implication is good or bad. And I'm telling you right now, he does not agree with the approach that Hugo has taken and offered. He has a different solution he wants to offer all of us, and I think you may want to hear it. Make sure before you get out of here, you check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, I Trust Capital is the best gold, crypto, silver IRA on the planet, bar none. It's not even a joke. Make sure you check them out. They're an incredible company because they got incredible people. Make sure you check them out, and I will catch all of you on the next one.